the 99.9% of the case, this is a very, very systematic process where we create a list, the builder has a list, we turn our list into them, and they just come through and take care of it. Because like you said, they want to get it done too. They want to get everybody moved in.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
When people buy a new home, very often they're inclined not to ask for an inspection, thinking that, well, you know, we had the people get their permits and the permit inspectors came by, so that I'm sure the house is fine. That's right?
Sure, yeah, we wouldn't have too much to do then, would we? So, no, a lot of people now are coming around to the terms of getting an inspection on a brand new home and how important it is, and we've talked about that a lot on here. So, it definitely is, and people are doing it preferably. What we're saying now, we used to talk about the warranty inspections, which we still do a lot of warranty inspections.
And I always recommend that, and I almost insist on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but now we're finding it really important to get an inspection done prior to closing on the home.
Okay, good.
And that's just to get as much stuff out of the way as we can before the owner comes in and takes the keys. It's more convenient for them. Plus, anything you get corrected before closing is handled by construction on site versus going through the warranty department.
The customer service people.
Yeah. So all those warranty issues that you have repaired once you take the keys and move into the home, that's warranty. You have to go online, usually fill out a form, and then set appointments and things for those.
You know, as you say this, it makes so much sense to me for them, even when they do the warranty inspection, to be able to refer back to that inspection they did just prior to move-in and see what maybe is different now than what was then. That might be a good thing to have as well. And you've discovered some things and prior to close on a new home, haven't you?
Oh, we always do. We always do. So, like we tell people are nervous sometimes because they don't want their closing to be held up. Because the question we get is this going to delay closing? Almost never does it delay closing. That's not going to happen.
Well, the builder's incentivized to get you closed on time. So if there's an issue, they're going to fix it.
Right. They want to close at a certain point for their financials and everything else.
Of course. Yeah. So most of those things, 99% of those things, the builder will come in, like, because the construction and trades on site, they'll come in, they'll take care of it. Every once in a while, something will carry over until after closing, but you know, it's still a pending work order, right? So they're going to come back and they're going to deal with this thing.
And you can count on the fact that they're going to get that done.
Yeah.
Because builders really work hard at protecting their reputation. They don't want an unhappy homeowner out there telling people you shouldn't buy this home.
Yeah.
The homeowners, let's face it, that word of mouth is what gets most of it done for them.
Right. And so, like I tell prospective homeowners and new homeowners, is we want to verify that all the major things are in place. And then inevitably we're going to come up with a list of workmanship things to finish up. You know, there's going to be some things to finish up. So a lot of times we'll do the inspection and we'll have a conversation maybe with the new homeowner, and we'll say, well, we got to do some of this and we got to do some of that, and here's some things that we're reporting on the list. And then the next question is, they're going to take care of this, right? Or who the builder's going to fix this, or who's going to fix this? Well, yeah, it is going to be the builder.
Yeah.
And the good news is they just almost always just immediately take care of it. It's so systematic, and there's a lot of information out there in social media about how contentious and adversarial these things can be, and people that have, you know, disaster homes and the things falling into a sinkhole, or, you know, something horrible is happening.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess there's one in a million, right? And those are the stories. Those are sensational, and they get attention and views and all of that. But the 99.9% of the case, this is a very, very systematic process where we create a list, the builder has a list, we turn our list into them, and they just come through and take care of it. Because like you said, they want to get it done too. They want to get everybody moved in. So.
Right. Yeah, and they're incentivized to get these things knocked out right.
Yeah.
Now, some tips, like one thing I've always heard, and when we do the walkthrough and I like to do the walkthrough with my buyers of new homes. I like to do that with them because they're like you say, they're anxious, they're excited, they want to, you know, let's get this closed on time. I'm there to be a little more scrutinous. You know, because the level of scrutiny you can apply to a new home build is a lot different than a resale. I mean, we want to hold that builder to a higher level of accountability in terms of what they're producing in a brand new home. So that's different than what I would say in a resale. But one of the things we don't do is go up in the attic. We never go up in the attic. And that's something that you guys do. And you've discovered some issues up there sometimes.
We do. Sometimes there'll be structural things that need to be repaired. Sometimes something with the way the AC is installed. And a lot of times it's insulation. Now, the most common thing is to have not enough insulation.
Right.
Now, every once in a while, you find no insulation.
Wow. Whoops. We forgot.
I just forgot that part.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does that happen? Well, somebody forgot, right?
They just forgot, yeah.
They just forgot. They didn't go to that house, or they didn't go into that attic and install it. So that's very rare. Of all the places I've done, maybe half a dozen.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be picked up from the permanent inspector though?
You would think, right?
Yeah.
So
Like
it's just evidence that the people, the inspectors working for the city, the permit inspectors, they're very busy too.
Of course,
Yeah,
and if they know, like I've seen it happen, where they go to a site and they're doing an inspection, but they know the guy in charge there, and he's like, yeah, did you do this? Did you do that? And the guy's thinking, yeah, I did that. And they're basically marking. They may not actually physically see everything because they're in a hurry to get to the next inspection.
Absolutely.
So they could. It does happen every now and then. I've seen that happen. So I've seen the consequences of the familiarity between the inspector and the builder.
And it reminded me, because just last week I had one
Okay.
with a brand new build that did not have insulation
None.
in the attic. None. But see, this home had 2 attic spaces.
Oh, okay.
So they did one.
They forgot the other one.
But they didn't do the other
Oops.
one.
They
See,
looked
that's-
in one. They said they did this one.
Yeah.
The other one's good.
Yeah, must
And
be
that's-
good. They must have done the other
And
one.
that's how it happens. So it does occasionally, it's rare, but occasionally that happens.